for y'all a New Year's Eve look using the Naked 3 palette by Urban Decay. This is what this looks like. That's the front. And sorry if I blinded y'all. Here is the inside of the palette. So basically, I just really went for more of a golden and black look, something a little bit more dramatic with the wing liner, lashes, all that good stuff. Super glam, but I'll keep the intro short. I really hope that y'all enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed filming it. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more. Bye! Okay, so today I'm going to be using the Naked 3 palette by Urban Decay, and first I'm going to take these little post-it strips, and they are sticky on one side, and this is just a really good guide to make sure you get a really defined line, and it really helps with the liner, and you'll see that later on. So I'm going to put those on, and we'll take those off later, and it's just a really good trick for beginners too if you're not so great at putting your eyeshadow on. It's just really a good guide to use. So now I'm going to go in with the shade Nooner, and I'm just going to put this in the crease. It's going to be our transition shade and kind of our base shade for all the other shadows to lay on top of. So I'm just going to really blend that into the crease, and you want to make sure that you go all the way to where that post-it strip is so that whenever you take it off, there's not a gap there. My blending brush and just blend out the harsh edges from where we put that first shadow. And I'm going to take the color Black Heart, and it's basically just a black with some very fine red shimmers in it. You really can't see the shimmers all that much, and I'm just going to place this on the entire lid. This is going to be quite a dramatic look, so you can always cater it to however you wear your eyeshadow on a daily basis. You do not have to go as dramatic as this. I just wanted something a little bit more intense for the New Year's. And with this, I'm also going to put it all the way to where that tape meets where the eyeshadow is. And this is really going to create a very sharp line whenever we take this tape off. And you can also use clear tape. I just really like to use the Post-its because they're not as sticky, so it's not tugging at your eyes bad. Exact thing to the other eye, and there's not really a particular shape you have to do this in. I was kind of trying to keep it more in the cat eye shape because I am going to do a cat eye winged liner here in a little bit, so just having that shape is a really good guide to make my line really precise whenever I do my wing liner. Go in with this cream eyeshadow stick by Taupe. She is a fellow YouTuber, and her YouTube name is Glam Life Guru. You should check her out. She's great, and so is this eyeshadow stick. It is so pigmented, but I'm just going to place that all over the lid. Here at the beginning, I do just place it into the center, but I think later on I decided to put it all over the lid because I thought it looked a little bit more better. But I'm just going to put this all over the lid, and we are going to apply a powder eyeshadow on top just to set it and make sure that it lasts all day long. And now I'm going to take a smaller flat brush and just really blend that out so that it's not just all in the center. And now I'm going to go in with a little bit of that shade Black Heart and just make sure that I cover up where the glitter kind of went into the black and just straighten up the lines a little bit more. And now I'm going to go in with the shade Limit, and I'm just going to use this to kind of soften out the edges. They were getting a little bit too harsh, so this will really soften it and give it a more smoky eye effect. And I did go ahead and spray a little bit of the e.l.f. Mist and Set on my brush. This just made the glitter a little bit more intense and a little bit easier to spread out all over the lid. And so I'm just spreading that out a little on the inner corner and outer corner, but we still want to keep a little bit of that black in the crease, so make sure you don't go up too far. And I'm just going to take a brush with no additional product and just blend out the edges again. And now we're going to take off the tape and put a little bit of the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer over the places where there was fallout. And I'm going to blend that in with the Beauty Blender. And then I'm going to take a completely clean brush and blend out the harsh edges. And now I'm going to go in with the Kat Von D Tattoo Liner in the shade Trooper. It's just a matte black. And I'm going to do a wing liner, and this is a little bit more of a dramatic wing liner. And honestly, my tip for liner is just practice. I'm still not perfect at it by any means, and practice is what will make you better at any form of makeup. Just sitting down and doing it whenever you don't have anything to do, that's what I do. And I just do makeup and practice, and my wing liner is the one thing that I practice the most, and it'll come eventually, but I do have a little tip in a second to help if you do mess up or go outside of the lines, and having that tape there where we can just trace the line really helps to make the wings more even on both sides. Take a damp cube tip and kind of just clean up the edges where I've maybe went down a little bit too far with the liner, or the line looks a little wobbly, and this really helps to straighten it and make the wings look more similar on both sides. This is a really good trick to use if you're a beginner as well. And then I'm going to take this Maybelline Fit Me Concealer and just kind of cover up the redness from where I wiped it away with the Q-tip. And next I'm going to take the lightest shade in the palette, Strange, and use that as my brow bone highlight. Go in with a little bit more of that cream shadow stick in the gold color, and I'm going to put that in the inner corner to kind of give a little bit of glitter to that inner part of the eye. And then I'm going to take some lashes. I actually love the Demi Wispies in 120 by Ardell. And then you can't really see this picture of the mascara, I'm sorry about that, but it's the MTJ Cosmetics mascara, and I actually got that in my glossy box. And I just like to use that to blend my lashes in and use it on the bottom lash line as well. And then I took a little bit of the shade Nooner, and I'm just kind of smoking out the bottom lash line. And here's where I showed the clip of me going in with the shade Nooner. I'm just getting a little bit more on my tiny brush and just really focusing on that lash line. You want to just take your time and make sure it's really smoked out because you don't want any harshness underneath the eye. And then I went in with a little bit of the CoverGirl Supersize Mascara. That's my favorite mascara to use on my bottom lash line. And then I also went in with the Lorac Black Eyeliner on the tight line and upper waterline, and this is just a basic black eyeliner, so you could substitute it with anything. And then I'm using my favorite loose powder, the Airspun translucent powder, and I'm just using the same technique that I used in my last video where I kind of draw an outline for my contour to set on top of. This really helps for your contour to be really precise and right in the cheekbones. And then afterwards we can dust the powder off and you have a perfect looking contour. And I like to use the NYX blush. It's actually a blush, but honestly I think it's too dark to be a blush, especially on my light skin, and I actually use that as a contour shade and a bronzer. And it's really, really good. You should definitely check it out. And now I'm going to dust away all that excess powder, and you can see where it just made the contour really, really precise, and it's exactly where I want it and doesn't go anywhere below the cheekbone, because you really don't want to put it down too low because it defeats the purpose of contouring. And then I'm going to go in with the Jaclyn Hill Champagne Pop by Becca Cosmetics. I'm going to put that on my cheekbones, my Cupid's bow, and on my nose. Literally can't speak. And I'm just using my Morphe fan brush for that. And then I'm going to use this darker shade in the Dark e.l.f. palette, and I'm just blending that on my cheekbones back into my hairline with a Morphe brush as well. I really, really like this little brush for blush. It just really gets it exactly where I want it. Now I'm going to go in with Lolita by Kat Von D. This is literally the most beautiful liquid lipstick that I've ever used. It dries matte and it stays on all day long. It's absolutely beautiful. You need this in your life. I love it so much. Like, I wear it almost every single day. I just love it. Okay guys, thanks so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you recreate this look, make sure you share it with me on Instagram. Give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Bye!